This is Times Square on Broadway, and this is New York, flashes in New York. A city full of 13 million people, and that's as many people as those who populate the entire continent of Australia. I'm Stephen McLean, and David Brill's on camera getting the pictures, and we thought for this very important Flashes First report from New York, why not make this incredible city and its equally incredible people the stars?
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July.
That's the downtown area of Manhattan, the world's most important island, supporting that amazingly heavy cluster of skyscrapers. You'd almost expect it to sink. Well, perhaps the rest of America thinks New York has sunk. The city has been declared bankrupt, unable to support itself. Certainly the lady in the harbour here, the Statue of Liberty, symbol to the millions of arriving immigrants, has seen a lot, and she'll probably see plenty more. And the city doesn't look terribly bankrupt, looking down on a ritzy department store like Saks, or across to some of the roof gardens with their swimming pools. That one there is a memorial to the Australians who fought at Anzac. Over at Rockefeller Plaza, these opulent-looking skaters belie the fact that New York's a bankrupt city also. And when one looks at the quite new World Trade Center, one wonders just what bankrupt means. An incredible building, isn't it? And surrounding it are some of the most impressive Art Deco and kitsch buildings I've ever clapped eyes on. New York ties with London and Tokyo as the world's most populous city, and it's a paradox that in a supposedly bankrupt city, these skyscrapers remain the world center for shipping, finance, TV networks, advertising, magazines, book publishing, and entertainment. And New York has more Italians than there are in Venice, more Irish than there are in Dublin, and more Jews than in Jerusalem. One guidebook, with apparent sincerity, claims that all these ethnic strains have managed to live together in peace and harmony for many decades, which would seem to deny the racial warfare made legend in such popular entertainments as West Side Story. But New York is a magical city. And if, when you come here, New York looks so familiar, then that shouldn't be surprising, because those of us who've grown up in Australia have seen it countless times on television and in movies. Australia knows a lot about New York, but how much does New York know about Australia? I wouldn't expect too much. Americans are notoriously self-absorbed with their country, and they don't get to see Australia through the modern communication methods such as television. Anyway, let's ask a few likelies what they know about Australia.
It's at the bottom of the map.
How many people there?
I don't know.
What language they speak?
I don't know.
It's an island, that's all I know.
It's an island?
Yeah, and there's a lot of sharks around it.
Excuse me, do you know anything about Australia?
Nope.
You?
Nope.
Anybody know anything about Australia?
Kangaroos. I got a lot of kangaroos.
Could you tell me what you know about Australia?
Nothing.
Not at all? Weren't you taught anything at school?
No, not about Australia, no.
I don't know nothing about Australia.
Do you know what language they speak there?
No. Australian.
Well, that's what New Yorkers seem to know about Australia, and there's only one word for it: horrifying. Till next week when we talk to Richard Neville here in New York, this is Stephen McLean reporting and David Bill on camera, signing off.